Was there any sort of mirror here? Bunch of toys for little boys. Hey, you think you can use these gloves? For what? That's your job to figure out, Light. I find a toy robot nearby that still looks normal. Normal enough, anyway. Wow, what a funny-looking robot. It's burnt. No, it's still rather funny-looking, even without being burnt. Would any boy actually want it? I'm sure there were some. I look around a bit more, but everything else is burnt beyond recognition. Better check the display toys. Probably use this for the ritual. I pull a slightly burnt hand mirror out from among the toys. The mirror part isn't burnt at least, so we can use it. Oh! This takes me back. This is the magic rod that magical girl Jay used. That must be some kind of shoujo anime. She dances around. She's hopping around so much her skirt flares up. Did you see? No, and I wasn't trying to. You'll totally get cursed if you peek. Yeah, what kind? The words, Momo's personal servant, will magically appear on your face. Yep, that's definitely a curse. I keep my voice low, but Hazuki can still hear me. She elbows me in the side. Melted stick? There's a bunch of other plushies on display. They don't all look like it, but most are wet to the touch. So wet that I don't want to shove any of them in my bag. Huh? There's something red between a few animals. I grab it. What's a flare doing here? It was between soaked plushies, so it's also wet to make it unusable. But it's definitely a flare like the ones on the floor by the elevator. That's too bad. If it wasn't wet... Yeah. Sign, I put it back. Maybe we can burn the mannequin. They're soaked and scalded by the fire, but still manage to keep their shape somehow. But there's nothing worthwhile here. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the junk we rounded up here. Melted stick. So here they changed it from J-A-Y to just the letter J. Burnt hand mirror. So yeah, it's advertised as a pot holder of sorts. I take out the rider glove. Okay, we can't use them. Let me check the vending machine real quick. I highly doubt they'll have anything here because it was used for the D card. Looks like it'd be right around Christmas when the tragedy happened. Nothing. We could use flares for the ritual, but they're too wet to use. They're rolling everywhere, so let's see if any still work. Sure. I check each flare on the ground to see if they can be used for the fire needed for the ritual. Find any good ones? No, they're all soaked. Oh well. Relax, we can use the shotgun. I've got everything, but I couldn't find anything to burn. Christmas tree? If we could just use that flare. We just need the gunpowder inside. Hey, I found a flare mixed in with that toy you found earlier. It was too wet to use, but if there was one in a place like that, maybe there are flares in other places too. True. Some might even be usable. But one ain't gonna be enough, we'll need a bunch of them. Got it. Guess I'll go back and double check where I've already looked. Seriously, game, you are doing this? Oh my god. Go check everything just because. Look around the tree, there's a flare in the pot. Found one that looks like it still works. Hey, nice work, just like Hazuki thought. But what are flares doing in a place like this? Beats me. Probably left by the arsonist. There's no way to understand people like that. Now, keep looking elsewhere. Once we call Demon Tsukuyomi, the truth will come to light. Yeah. Couldn't we just use the lights to start a fire? I search around the display. Found one. I think we can use it too. Rest of this is just clothes, huh? You put any in your bag and I'll tag you with police tape. Wasn't gonna touch them. They make really good kindling, just saying. Nothing interesting. That was really lame. Check all around the mannequin in kids' clothes. Find anything? Nope. Oh. Hey, there's one over there. Great job. Keep looking for others. This game is killing me inside. May as well try again. Might be spots that aren't wet. There's a dry patch behind some of the plushies. I push an animal aside and see one with a big hole in its back. A red tube pokes out of it. Found one that looks like it still works. Nice work. Keep looking. Bunch of toys for little boys. All burned. Nothing in handy. Like, am I supposed to leave this area and look in the the present, so to speak? Check the playground equipment. There are 3 flares around it. Here's hoping these are still okay. Pick up each one, check if it can be used. 2 out of the 3 are too burned, but the last one looks like it'll work. Wish all of them were good. At least it wasn't a total bust. Found one. Nice work. Keep looking. How many does that make? I count the flares in my bag. 5. Some are kinda damp, but we only need the gunpowder inside them. With the flame, they'll dry right up and ignite. Guess I'll start preparing for the ritual then. What's this? The screams from the mouths pierce my brain. The tale has reached happily ever after. Yomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon. Don't open, don't open, don't open, don't open. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsu. Please grant my wish, please grant my wish. Grant my wish, please. So yeah, I think that's a typo there where they missed one of the S's in Tsukuyomi. Unless they're using the Kunrei system. Almost, huh? All that's left is to do the ritual. Call Demon Tsukuyomi and defeat it. Here I was hoping the Christmas carols stopped. So, do we do it here? Should be good for repairing the ritual. Break down the flares and leave just the gunpowder on the floor. We'll need multiple so it burns longer. Exactly. I take out the flares and tear them apart. I'll help too. It's way too much effort, but at least it's worth it. We managed to gather quite a bit of gunpowder. Should be plenty now. Hurry and get the other stuff ready. Okay. Blackened chains are on the floor. Use the rider gloves to reposition these now. Pull the rider gloves out of my bag and put them on. Hesitantly, I touch the chains. So? They're not hot. I can carry them this way. I maneuver the chains into a circle. Is this okay? Yeah, that should be fine. The chains are ready now. I take the burnt hand mirror from my bag and try holding it up to the puddle. The puddle's reflected in the mirror, and the mirror's reflected in the puddle. So cleanly reflected, this should be a good stand-in for joining mirrors. Okay, that should finally be everything. I'm ready to do the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual. All I need to do is say the magic words. What should I wish for? How about that your curse is lifted? Yeah, I'll go with that then. Time to light the gunpowder from the flares. Once it's burning, I close my eyes. Demon Tsukuyomi, Demon Tsukuyomi, please come here. Making a silent wish for the curse on me to be released. I call forth the Demon Tsukuyomi. What feels like an eternity of silence passes. Suddenly the room darkens and I feel cold. Everything is enveloped in a strange stillness, almost like I'm the only person in the whole world. As that feeling settles over me, a small clump of flesh appears out of thin air. Weird lumps grow rapidly all over until it's suddenly a huge mass of flesh. This is the Demon Tsukuyomi? It's completely disgusting. My whole body shudders. That's not the spirit I was imagining. Didn't think it'd be this horrible. Just what were you imagining? Run away screaming if you're scared. Do you think you're being funny? If I ran after coming this far, I couldn't call myself an occult idol. Plus, we both know it'd be a problem if I left you to your own devices and you got reckless. She does have a point there. Then know you're stuck with me until it's over. Some kind of dark surge attacks me. It roils like burning hatred. Shit, what am I supposed to do? Grant, grant, grant. Grant? Like a wish? But what am I supposed to grant? I was super excited for it. Want what? Looking forward to what? Do you understand? Didn't that voice that said Grant sound like an adult? Yeah, it did. And the one that said Wanda sounded more like a kid. That means a parent wanting to grant a kid's wish. Something a kid wants from their parents. Yeah, but I can't think of what it'd be. Sorry. It's up to us to figure out the rest. So a parent wants to grant a kid's wish. If I can grant that, then. There's multiple spots to interact with. Looks like there's 4. Pew pew boom bang. Grant my wish, Mom, please. I want Jennifer. Buy me a big monkey, please. Fine. No reaction at all, huh? No idea if I've got it right or not. Let's do something about all of them first. No reaction again. Maybe I need to give things to all the faces first, like Hasuki said. this one could be asking for the shotgun. Even though I'm... No, I'm gonna keep the shotgun for myself, kid. You just take the robot. No reaction again. Melted stick, maybe? I don't know. Given something to every phase. All I can do now is wait for a reaction. A symbol gorilla, thanks, Dad. One of the faces cries out excitedly. Whoa. Good work, Light. It's too early to celebrate. I sound grim, but we haven't even heard the other faces' reactions yet. It's Jennifer, thank you so much, Mom. Apparently I got a second face right, too. Yeah, it's Kaiser Robot! Kaiser Punch! The third face also yells excitedly. Just one more. Mom? Mom? This isn't Mom? Huh? Right when I thought we were in the clear, Demon Tsukuyomi goes berserk. Chains come flying at us. Shit. Hazuki! I yank her out of the way of the chains. You okay? Yeah, thanks, Light. Damn it, we can't do anything when it's like this. Run! I make a break for it, Hazuki and Ue on my heels. I think that angry face was the only wrong one. What should we do now? If we knew what it wanted. That's when I was talking about its mom, right? Yeah. Demon Tsukuyomi doesn't sound very far away. Must be chasing us. We better get out of here. Where can we go? Use the elevator to go back where we were. We'll figure out what it wants in the meantime. May as well, we've got no other choice. Barreling into the elevator hall, I run straight to the door and press the button. What? What's wrong? You better open it fast, it's gonna catch us. I pushed it, but it won't open. I jam my thumb on the button again and again, but the thing still doesn't open. Has it caught up to us? I haven't seen it yet. We have some time, even if it does appear, it's pretty far from the sales floor to here. Pep talk is appreciated, but if we stay stuck like this, we'll be up shit creek. God damn it, fine, if you're gonna be that way. That stupid door is pissing me off. I grip the edges and try to force it open. Realizing what I'm trying to do, Ue jumps in to help me out. Us, and we haven't made much progress before the Demon Tsukuyomi appears. It's not very far away. No way. Shit, I was careless. Hurry, hurry, it's gonna kill us! Open up! Terror gives me the extra strength I need, and the door cracks open. Yes! I slip my hands into the crack and force it open. Open! Alright, go, get inside. Hazuki runs in, followed by Ue. Once I'm sure they made it, I slip inside too. Close the door now, before Fatso goes on a diet there. Ue smashes a button on the panel. It's no use, the door won't close because it's caught on the Demon Tsukuyomi. You're giving up after we made it this far. Move. With a roar, I kick Demon Tsukuyomi with all my might. The heat burns the sole of my shoe, filling the elevator with the smell of burnt rubber. The spirit retreats just enough that the door manages to close. Whoa, nicely done, Light. We're going up? Seems so. I hope we can go back down. That's up to luck. At least we're safe for now. I never would imagine you'd kick a spirit. Just faster that way. I guess so. It's too bad that didn't make it rest in peace. If only it was that easy. Lucky for us, the elevator connects to Moon Tower's roof. We rush out onto the terrace. The hell's up with the moon? After we left the department store, we should be back at Moon Tower. Did the Demon Tsukuyomi do this? It's not over yet. If Demon Tsukuyomi is the one controlling the moon, then it'll be here soon. What do we do, Light? Just can't poof ideas out of thin air, you know. We just gotta do something about that last face, right? Which face? You know, the one that was all, "This isn't Mom," or whatever. All the others seem satisfied. They want their mom, huh? This reminds me of Yamato's shrine. I hope those babies are able to rest in peace. If you're able to reminisce, then use that brain to get to thinking and help us out. A cell phone vibrates, breaking the silence. Whoa, that's me. She pulls the phone from her pocket. It's Bon. Maybe Okuyama's things revealed something. Hey, it's me. I'm kinda in the middle of something right now. What? You serious? So he's on there too? No, it's nothing. Just talking to myself. If there's nothing else, I gotta go. We got our hands full at the moment. We'll talk more later. Bye. Can't believe it. You seem excessively shocked over something. Get some amazing info or what? Yep, it's a doozy. Remember the name that was scratched off that memorial there? That name was Masaru Ishimaru. Wait, Ishimaru was the president of Sumi. Yep, and Masaru is Noboru Ishimaru's second son. But that's not all. According to Okuyama's notebook, Masaru Ishimaru was the one who caused the fire. What? Seriously? That's just Okuyama's own conclusion after she conducted an investigation alone. The gun found at the scene couldn't have belonged to just any random schmuck. That's what caused her to be suspicious of Masaru. He was notorious for his violence and his habit of abducting people. Dad's influence prevented him from ever getting arrested, though. If he was the arsonist, then the one who sacrificed all those people for the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual was... Yeah, it had to be him. Masaru Ishimaru. The thin man with the gun who I saw standing in the kid's plaza during my vision. Must have been Masaru Ishimaru. Don't let his father off the hook, though. He knew what his son liked to do, so he must have guessed who the arsonist was. And he still added his son's name to the list of the victims without even batting an eye. Counted as a victim. It's hard to investigate him, plus it buys a whole lot of sympathy, too. So they're both pieces of shit. Yeah, complete garbage. Guess someone agreed, because the name on the memorial was scratched out. If Ishimaru died in the fire, then he's probably a part of Demon Tsukuyomi, too. That means even in death, the victims are stuck with the guy who killed him. If we beat him, the victims should rest in peace. But how do we do that? That's your department. So much for we. Before we beat him, we gotta find him. Hey, Light, I think our time's run out. Man, you're a persistent bastard. How did it follow us? How the fuck should I know? But now that it has, there's only one thing to do. Finish it here and now. Masaru Ishimaru should be in that thing somewhere, if I find him. I'm scared, Mom. Dad, it's hot, so hot. Help me, Mom. Mommy. Sir. I stared down at the katana in my hand. Yeah, the katana's the only way to beat it. The sword I got from Killer Pete should work against her mortal enemy, Masaru Ishimaru. As long as you slash the right one. Sorry if I get it wrong. You made it this far. Trust your instincts, Light. Husky's resolve bolsters my own determination, and I turn toward Demon Tsukuyomi. What's that sword? I point the sword at the Demon Tsukuyomi, and it lets out a terrified yelp. You're Masaru Ishimaru. It's terrified, and it should be. It draws a smirk out of me, and I confidently have the weapon. I dash forward, aiming at Ishimaru's face. No! Demon Tsukuyomi hurls countless chains at me, the dangerous metal flying every which way. Instincts blaring, my body senses the chain's trajectories. I dodge every last one of them. Die, Ishimaru. Once close enough, I push hard off the ground and jump high into the air. I slash the katana from bottom to top. Ishimaru flinches in fear. Blood spurts everywhere, getting all over me. For a second, a familiar place flashes in view. I'm sure that's... There's no time for that right now. I've got to do something about him. Obtain blackened blood. Made it flinch and that's it. Guess physical attacks won't take it down. Any other ideas, Hazuki? To defeat a spirit, you need to use something supernatural or do some kind of ritual. But we can't do that kind of stuff. Then I guess the fastest way would be to listen to his wish. Don't be stupid. There's no way in hell we would grant his wish. Then what are we supposed to do? She bites her lip and falls silent. I'm sure she knows. But it's impossible to bring herself to allow it since the fire was how she lost her family. Out of nowhere, the spirit starts moaning. Carve. 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 Is it saying carve? But I have no idea what that means. Do I really have to grant Masaru Ishimaru's wish? Time's running out. Whatever I do, my best chance is while it's still stunned. Time's running out. Gotta do something while it's still stunned. Carve. Think on what that could mean. It's that or grant Ishimaru's wish. Made with the desire to comfort the victims and let them rest in peace. To comfort them? Don't you think that's kind of like a magic ritual? Yeah, you're right. It's possible the spiritual bonds have weakened because a portion has been scratched out. But if that bond is restored... But if we do something about that bond, Demon Tsukuyomi might find peace. Feels like ink. Touch the blackened blood staining my cheek. The darkened blood brings those words to mind suddenly. Carve. Carve. The blank spot on the memorial. What's wrong? Has an evil ghost possessed you or something? Nothing. Just think we might need to engrave something in that blank space on the memorial. Something? A name, right? Yeah, exactly. We need to add a name. But the problem is... whose name we should engrave, right? Yeah. Is whose name we should engrave in the blank spot. I write a name with the blackened blood on my finger. Someone whose strong grudge made her a spirit. She should be listed as a victim too. Tomoko Okoyama. Who is that? The name of a woman who lost her husband and child in the fire you set. She was killed by your old man when she tried to reveal the truth behind the fire. So what? doesn't even care. Was Killer Peach Obiyama not the right name? What? Someone, I don't know, inside me. What are you? What are you going to do to me? Justice is served. I've heard that voice somewhere before. The mythological Momotaro must have been guided by the name written on this memorial, crossing time and space to exterminate evil. Demon Tsukuyomi annihilated. A wind blows across the roof and the demon Tsukuyomi dissolves. Are those grateful cries from people mixed in with the sound of the wind? I knew it! Mama really is Momotaro. A child's voice pipes up from among them, proudly boasting about their mother. The ominous scarlet moon vanishes and the sky reverts back to normal. Your face says your curse was lifted. Yeah, guess I managed to survive again. Demon Tsukuyomi disappeared, but it didn't leave a pool of blood behind. Guess that makes sense. I already got Ami out. Speaking of blood. Blood flew out when I cut the Demon Tsukuyomi with a katana. It was only a flash, but I saw a vision of the attic in the Miroku residence. Why did that place appear? Better check it out. I touch the blood on my clothes and concentrate. Wow, nice work there. The first thing I hear is a young man's voice. It's the arsonist Masaru Ishimaru. That was captivating, truly. Guess going full criminal to kidnap a kid really was worth it after all. Masaru, I allowed you to watch, but if you continue to say things like that, I'll have to ask you to leave. The man in white monk robes replies coldly. His voice sounds familiar, too. It's gotta be Yakumo Miroku, the author who turned girls into dolls. Don't be like that, old man. Without my pop's power, you'd be behind bars right about now. Yes, I'm extremely grateful to Noboru. It's entirely due to the Ishimaru family's cooperation that I'm able to fulfill my duty. That Nagashi no Gi ritual or whatever, yeah? Sounds like a mouthful. Why not shorten it to NG? That sounds like a name a child would choose. Masaru, please refrain from saying anything that draws the interest of the Kaguya doll. The seal is in the process of weakening. She may be listening at this very moment. That's scary. Better hurry up and finish making her playmate. Huh? What's this? That? Oh, since I'm the last successor of the Miroku family, it's just junk now. I suppose you being a wrinkly old man means you're not interested in getting it on anymore. It would look that way to you. Ever since I lost the power of my hands in an accident, I've given up on ordinary happiness. What do you mean by power of your hands? Each of my hands held a special power. The power to bestow was one of them. I would use it to bestow spiritual power into that doll and give it to her. So does that mean, because you lost your power thing, that's why you're killing kids and making them into dolls? It's up to you whether you believe me or not. I believe you. I love stories like that. Anyway, what about you, Masaru? What about me? Will you marry and have a happy family? Noboru would surely be pleased if you had a child. Would Mom be happy in heaven too? You're still hung up on Yoko, Of course I am. Pops only shoves money at me. Mom actually loved me. She's my everything, even now, forever. I always want to relive the time when Mom was around. I see. At Ishimaru's strange outburst, Miroku stops and frowns. It would be nice to go back to the past you long for. By the way, old man, you write scary fairy tales, yeah? So that means you're an expert on the occult. Yes, to some extent. What about it? I want to ask you something. Could you tell me about that Demon Tsukuyomi thing? What? That was... The arsonist Ishimaru abducted girls and Yakumo Miroku turned each of them into dolls. It lines up with what was written in the Nagoshi no Gi book I found at the Black Rabbit. Plus, that strange doll Ishimaru grabbed. That was the doll I picked up at the Miroku residence. You look pretty serious-like. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I'm still trying to process everything I just saw. There's no way I can explain it right now. Well then, we survived that by the skin of our teeth, but we can take a breather later. Let's get the hell out of here before someone finds out we broke in. Right, let's go. We're not gonna go someplace weird again, are we? It'll be fine, probably. If the Demon Tsukuyomi was the one causing time to reverse, then we shouldn't be led to the scene of the fire again. I press the button for the first floor, and the elevator quietly starts moving. The elevator reaches the first floor without any issues. Oh good, we made it back okay. Come on, we don't have time to be staying around. Let's get going. Ue makes it clear that she wants to be out of this place, so we leave. We should be safe here. Good job, you two. That was a piece of cake. Dancing up on a stage is 100 times more tiring. What's that face for? Something's bugging me. What exactly was that Demon Tsukuyomi we saw? I mean, it was obviously a fusion of the people who died in the fire, right? No, I get that, but the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual itself existed way before the fire, right? It doesn't have ties to this event. That's what you're talking about? You're wondering if that was the real Demon Tsukuyomi or not? Pretty much. We were originally trying to summon the Demon Tsukuyomi, and then that thing appeared. Let's put together what we know first. The arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru, tried to summon the Demon Tsukuyomi by sacrificing people. His wish was to bring back his dead mother. She's also the late wife of President Ishimaru of the Sumi Group. She's still quite dead. I confirmed that when I was investigating the Sumi Group. In other words, his wish to the Demon Tsukuyomi wasn't granted. That's what that means, yeah. This is just a what-if, but maybe a wish was granted. But it wasn't Ishimaru's wish. So whose was it? The victims killed by Ishimaru. If 24 people all wish for something, it definitely overpowered Ishimaru's voice. And in that situation, they would obviously all be wishing for the same thing. I don't want to die, huh? Yeah, I think so too. So the real Demon Tsukuyomi granted that wish, and created the Demon Tsukuyomi we saw, I guess. So that rumor about the Demon Tsukuyomi granting wishes was true. I don't know if we can say that for sure. That thing could also just be some massive hate not connected to the real Demon Tsukuyomi. If that's the case, it'd mean nobody's wish was granted in that fire. And that would mean the rumors about the Demon Tsukuyomi were false. It's that small line between fact and fiction that really fires up an occult fan, you know? Of course, I'd be happiest if the rumors about the Demon Tsukuyomi turned out to be true. I mean, that'd be so much cooler. In the end, people are going to believe what they want to believe. There's no such thing as a correct answer. Well, it's about time we split up. This ain't a good time for minors to be walking around. Yeah, I guess I'll head home. Thanks for everything, Uwe. That's surprisingly decent coming from you. Have you fallen for me? Wow, not even a twitch of the eyebrow, huh? You've got an impressive poker face. By the way, Light, how did Ami's examination go? Yeah, I never told you. They found some abnormalities in her brainwaves, so she's under examination until tomorrow. That's so. I hope Natsume gets better soon so they can go back to their normal lives. Yeah, me too. If Aunt Natsume's coma is because of Kaguya's curse, then Ami's not getting her normal life back until I do something about Kaguya. Alright, I'm heading now. See you guys. Uwe disappears in the direction of Shinza Station. Alright, I'm gonna head back too. My coworker's apartment I'm going to stay at is pretty close to Shinza Station. So you're still not going home, huh? Your curse always appears suddenly, just like it did today. It'd be bad if I decided to go home and end up getting locked up under surveillance again. Hazuki's grinning, but I've been constantly causing her trouble for the past few weeks. What's going on? You're staring. Though I'm used to that in my profession. At first I didn't want to get her involved, but if she hadn't been there to help me, I never would have survived this long. I've been a big pain to you. Sorry. Oh, don't worry about it. I've told you many times that I'm really into ghosts and the occult and stuff. I'll do anything to get experiences like these. I'd even quit being an idol. If your agency heard that, they'd faint. Hey, can I ask you something? Go right ahead. You'll have to go through the agency if it's about my measurements and weight, though. Why'd you become an idol? You don't seem that obsessed with the job. Yeah, it may look that way. I didn't become one because it was my dream or aspiration or anything like other people. It's because of the education I got from my mom, who used to be an idol. She trained me for this life ever since I was really young. So you're not doing it because you like it? No, it's not like that. I love seeing and talking and stuff, and it's so great to have fans. But the word idol doesn't really have a special meaning to me like it does for other people. For me, it's more like I took over the family business. You live in one strange household. It's pretty normal to me, though. Anyway, since it's basically the family business, I try to be more professional than others. Like how? Like going to haunted areas to increase my status as an occult idol? That's just your hobby. You got me there? Alright, I'm gonna get going. See you later, Light. Hazuki darts off in the direction of the taxi stand. Now that I think of it, a lot of people have helped me get this far. I gaze up at the night sky for a while, picturing all the people who have helped me. Uwe file updated. Light file updated. Guess I'll get going myself. I go to the station, quickly hop onto the last train heading to Kisoji. After arriving at Kisoji Station, which is deserted at this hour, I head to my apartment. Light from the phobia spills out and illuminates the dark underpass. An old-timey fire extinguisher. A text. I open up the message. Oh my god. How are you? It's D-Man. This will be my final message. I admire your dedication for finding my analysis reports. I'd like to personally thank you, my true comrade. If you don't mind, come to the graveyard's entrance. I'm finally gonna get to see his face. In a graveyard. Probably the one not too far from here. Choosing not to go home, I instead head to the place he mentioned. This is the spot D-Man said to be. Doesn't look like he's here yet. Calls me out, but doesn't bother to be here, huh? I'm under no obligation to wait. Going home is starting to sound like a good idea. Just then. A man's voice whispers in my ear. I spin around, but no one's there. Strain my ears, I try to sense his presence, but all I hear is the wind. Just my imagination, I guess. I turn back toward the graveyard. And he's standing there in front of me. So this is the elusive D-Man. Ashen face, unfocused eyes, a blood-stained shirt. He must work for the IRS. And an aura that can't possibly be human. Yep, definitely IRS. Is he dead? I study him as he slowly approaches me. Hello, did I scare you? I guess you're used to stuff like this by now. No, excuse me. And while I'm apologizing, please allow me to say how nice it is to meet you. This is the first time we've met, but he's being so friendly with me like I'm a long-lost pal. Guess he's taken a liking to me after saying all those texts. My real name is Hiro Aratama. Sorry to meet you like this, but in life I was the desk editor for Upart's Monthly. Desk man, so D-man. I want to express my thanks to you, but I also have one thing I want to confirm. His cheerful voice suddenly turns serious. It's about my writings. You always seem so interested in them. To the point, what do you truly want to do? That's what I want to know. Who do you truly wish to become? I pray that you don't disappoint me. This is such a cop-out. The unknown. I want to explore the untapped world. That was written on the first D card I found. I bet he wanted me to become a fellow explorer of the untapped world. That's gotta be the answer he's looking for. Wonderful! You're exactly the man I expected. From now on, the untapped world will welcome you. So much for the hidden boss of the game. Explorer of the untapped world unlocked. The picture for this is the D card. Light, I'm glad I was able to meet you today. Thank you for everything. I have one last report to give you. Now then, may you remain in good health until the day you arrive at the abyss of the untapped world. And with that, he vanishes. Where he was standing is a familiar-looking card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Apologies for alarming you earlier. This is about Hyaki Yagyo. Apologies for alarming you earlier. I was so happy to finally meet you that I asked what I shouldn't have. Who I am is just what I told you before. I am Hiro Aratama, former desk editor for Upart's Monthly. Many of my acquaintances, like Mr. K, are familiar with the paranormal. No blame on them, but I often get carried away. That's how I'm like this. I've always felt bad about dying. It caused trouble for the editorial department and the magazine's readers. That aside, I'm ecstatic to welcome you as a fellow explorer of the untapped world. I'd like to start out by sharing information with you on Hyaki Yagyo, what we're currently after. Do you know what Hyaki Yagyo is? It's the march of evil spirits of rivers and mountains, much like those found in ancient tales of this country. It's a piece of fiction, but the Hyaki Yagyo we're after isn't. Would you believe me if I said a large group of spirits like those you faced used to march along this land of Musashino a long time ago? It's your right and duty to affirm everything paranormal, including my bizarre stories. As I don't have to convince you now. Back to Hyaki Yagyo. We believe at the center of the covered-up historical incidents, is a certain presence. It has the power to create dangerous spirits. I'm sure someone has come to mind. It's Kaguya, or more accurately, the Kaguya doll. A doll with similar powers is connected to the Mark case in H City. That's Mary, I think her name was. I think I called her Alice earlier just because I really didn't remember her. These doll spirits are considered the core of what causes the Hyaki Yagyo. We assume a death march occurs when doll spirits gather the dead and turn them into spirits. But we don't know much about these dolls yet. All the families from the Edo period associated with dolls have disappeared and passed down items that were lost in the war. The only possible lead we might get is for you to ask the doll spirit directly, but you must be very careful. You'll soon reach the end of Kaguya's game. If you observe closely, you could learn new information. That said, don't end up like me. If worst comes to worst, Put your own safety first. Now I still have much to say to you, but look how I am. Sadly, I have some place I need to be, but thank you for keeping me company all this time. I'll tell my acquaintances about you when I get the chance. Goodbye, Light. Until we meet again. So this is finally the end. The abyss of the untapped world. What's that supposed to mean? Pondering the meaning behind his words, I walk home. When I get home, I immediately head to the bathroom and take a shower. I can still feel that lukewarm sensation from the blood that spurted when I cut the Demon Tsukuyomi. I want to wash that off as soon as possible. I haven't seen Kaguya since the day she told me about the Killer Peach game. The fact that she hasn't shown up despite the fact that I took Ami back makes me feel uneasy. But Kaguya's curse appeared. What's going on? Maybe Kaguya's still watching me even though I can't see her. From beyond this mirror, from the realm of the dead. That's right. Where did that thing go? I search my drawers, shelves, and under the bed, and quickly find that. In the telemetry vision I had, Masaru Ishimaru was holding this doll. It's definitely the same one. In that vision, Yakumo Miroku said, "That's just junk now. Now that I'm the last successor of the Miroku family." It definitely looks like just junk, but its appearance is similar to Kaguya's, and that's bugging me. I'll think about it later. I need to get up early tomorrow to go pick Ami up. I better get to sleep. So here's your summary. Tomoko Okuyama lost her son and husband in the fire. The arsonist was Masaru Ishimaru, Noboru Ishimaru's son. After losing his mother, turned psychopath committing crimes. Tried to resurrect his mom with the Demon Tsukuyomi ritual. His father covered up the incident with underworld connections. Grudges of fire victims in Okuyama. Masaru Ishimaru is gone. One last time. I highly doubt there'd be anything out here. So this room never came into play, did it? It's gonna be really awkward if there actually was something here that I missed. That may very well drive me insane. So I highly doubt anything's gonna happen here because of my theory, which I'm not gonna mention. As is, that's probably going to be the next and final video. So let's go to bed. Just need to remember to take the gun with me tomorrow. Collapsed down the bed, I shut my eyes. A bunch of things happened tonight, some of it shocking. I would have sworn I was going to find myself awake for hours after shutting my eyes. But I must be exhausted. My consciousness quickly fades away. So, before I actually end this video, one last thing. So, if you remember, I announced Demon Tsukuyomi has been annihilated, not purified. There's nothing you can do to Tsukuyomi, I believe. People were talking about this on the forums, and even looking at the achievement list, it looks like you can only annihilate this one. So, don't go looking for another video, sadly, because unless some sort of revelation is made, it's not going to be there.